Hey everyone, today we're diving into a massive recruitment drive that could be your ticket to a career with some of the biggest names in the auto industry. So if you've got a background in technical trades, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this. We're talking about the TN Autoskills Recruitment Drive. So let's just ask the big question right up front. Are you ready to really launch your career in the auto world? Because as you can see, some of the biggest players out there are actively looking for fresh talent, and this explainer is basically your roadmap to getting on their radar. That's right. You can think of TN Auto Skills as the official gateway for these huge auto companies. They're looking for very specific people with very specific skills, and there's a specific way you need to apply. We're going to cover all of it, so let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about the sheer scale of this opportunity. This isn't just one company putting up a few job postings online. Nope. We are talking about a major, coordinated effort to fill a huge demand for skilled people across the entire industry. And at the very heart of this is one really powerful word: mandate. TN Autoskills has been officially tasked. They have a mandate from leading car makers to go out and find qualified, job-ready people. They are the official bridge between your skills and a fantastic career. Now, you might be seeing this term OEM and thinking, what exactly is that? Well, it stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer. And here's why that's so important. We're not talking about small third-party part suppliers. We are talking about the major name brand companies that actually design and build the cars you see on the road, the big leagues. Okay, so this sounds like a pretty incredible opportunity, right? The next big question is, are you the right fit? Let's break down the essential qualifications to see if your background lines up with what they're searching for. So, what do you need to even get in the door? It's actually really straightforward. They're looking for candidates who have one of two main qualifications: either a certificate from an ITI, that's an industrial training institute, or a diploma. If you've got one of those, you've already cleared the first big hurdle. Having the right qualification on paper is step one. But step two is all about having the specific, hands-on, technical skills that these companies really need. So let's take a look at the 4 key areas that are in super high demand right now. First up, of course, is mechanical expertise. This is the absolute bedrock of the auto industry. We're talking about a solid understanding of engines, transmissions, chassis systems, the core stuff that makes a car go. A strong mechanical foundation is just fundamental. Next up, electrical skills. As cars get more and more complex, this area is just exploding in importance. This isn't just about your headlights anymore. It's about understanding complex ignition systems and all the intricate wiring that acts like the car's nervous system. These skills are a huge deal. And this is where it gets really interesting, where those first 2 skills come together. Mechatronics. This is basically the fusion of mechanical engineering and electronics. Think about the robotics on the assembly line, or the sophisticated automated systems inside the car itself. Having expertise here is a massive, massive advantage. And finally, we have electronics. Now, this is a little different from the electrical systems. This is all about the brains of the car, the microcontrollers, the sensors, the circuit boards, and all those infotainment systems we use every day. If this is your specialty, then these companies really, really want to talk to you. All right, so if you're sitting there nodding along thinking, yep, I've got the qualifications and I've got the skills, then this next part is for you. This is your application playbook, a super simple guide to make sure you apply the right way and give yourself the best shot. But before we even get into the steps, let's focus on the single most important rule. This is why it gets its own slide. It says sharing your updated resume is mandatory for consideration. An old resume just isn't going to cut it. It has to be current. It has to detail all your relevant skills and experience. This is one thing you absolutely can't skip. The whole process really just boils down to 3 simple actions. Number 1, perfect your resume. Make sure it's updated and really highlights those key skills we just talked about. 2, email it. Send that awesome new resume to the official email address they've provided. And 3, follow their official social media page for all the latest updates. That's it. Perfect, email, follow. Simple. So you've polished your resume, you've hit send, now what? The waiting part can be pretty tough. So let's pull back the curtain and look at what happens on their side, from the moment they get your application to a potential job placement. The very first thing that happens on their end is a matching process. The team at TN Autoskills will actually analyze your profile and compare it against all the current job openings from their OEM partners. They're looking for that perfect fit between what you can do and what a company needs. And if they find a strong match, boom, you get shortlisted. And that is a huge step. It means you've gone from being in the general pool of applicants to being specifically aligned with a real job at a partner company. This is when things get really serious. Okay, let's do a quick final check together, just to make sure you are ready to go. You've got an ITI or a diploma? Check. Your skills line up with mechanical, electrical, mechatronics, or electronics? Check. Is your resume updated and looking great? Check. And are you ready to email it and follow their page? Check. If you can tick all those boxes, you are ready to make your move. And that really just brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. We've laid out the opportunity, we've talked about the companies, and we've shown you the exact path to apply. So, is this your moment to drive your career forward? The opportunity is right there. The next move is all yours.